Hello everyone and welcome to another TeamBN stream. How's everyone doing today? Are you ready for some Mega Man Battle Network 2? Yeah! Alright. Get set up here. So we're gonna do another 2-scenario race. This time it's Battle Network 2, going up to the second boss, QuickMan. And our racers this time are going to be SmogBN and Cybeasting. And with them we have coaches Dallas EXE and Rish. So let's introduce everyone, starting with Cybeasting. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Haven't played BN2 in like a year, and that was casual, so probably going to be pretty entertaining.
Smog, are you looking forward to Battle Network 2?
I am looking forward to Battle Network 2. I've kind of been waiting on learning about the speedrun for this game, so I'm excited to finally get into it because, I think this game casually is one of the best, so I'm sure as a speedrun it's pretty cool too.
It's definitely my favorites. And I know, I'm curious, Smog, you've done BN3 and BN1. Is 2 next in your list? Is that why?
I don't know if it's next, but it's coming up soon. TM.
Cool. All right. And so coaching Smog will be Dallas. They've bonded over Battle Network 1. Dallas, what's up with BN2?
It's a cool run. That I want to tell you.
You've played the game a lot, right? I think we've traded records a couple times.
Yeah, I traded records with you and I think with Fresh a little bit with single segment, and I run my first share of like 80% of W glitches. It's been a little while, sure, but I do have my first share of experience there, so.
Cool. Yeah. And then coaching Cybeasting, we have Rish, who is the current single segment record holder. I think Dallas has several of the other categories, but Rish has got single segment specifically, which is probably my favorite category. Rish, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. That is correct. I do, in fact, still currently hold that single segment world record, despite, it being almost a year old now. I think that's basically the route that I think both Dallas and I are going to coach these runners through, and it's going to be interesting because Dallas is, along with some help from Terra, those two worked to create this route, and I have simply run with the route. So I think Dallas and I both have a good understanding of the route, so it'll be interesting to see who can help their runner get through the game just a little bit faster.
Yeah, BN2, like BN1, does have the possibility to RNG minute, but actually BN2 is probably one of the worst games for it. You can't buffer any of the movement in a reasonable way. All right, but so that's everyone. I think we're set up. We could actually do game audio this time. So let me go ahead and switch over to the race scene and get the music lined up. So hang tight. Yeah, so now we've got Cybeasting game audio. He's rocking the purple star. How do you get that, Cybeasting? This is the Wii U version, or?
Yes. I have Wii U version for most of the games. I just prefer it for casual stuff because it makes it more fun early game instead of just using cannons. Note, won't be doing that for this because it's not allowed. BN2's got some busted chips in it.
Let me just gospel QuickMan.
That'd be interesting.
Let's see QuickMan stop that.
I'd be more interested in getting him jealousy so he could do that new thing.
Oh.
New thing.
Might have to go further than QuickMan for that. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. So everything's set up. Now, the way that we're going to do the 2-scenario race is that, so Cybeasting and Smog have not done a run of this game before. Dallas and Rish have. So we're going to split off into our separate secret Discord channels. And Dallas is going to coach Smog. Rish is going to coach Cybeasting. And I'm going to do commentary from seeing both of them. So they'll be separate, and then once they finish, they'll come back, and then we'll talk about how the race went. So I think if everything is ready, go ahead and hop in those channels, and I will do the thing to let people know when to start.
All right, sounds good. I'll be waiting for you to do the thing.
All right, chat. It's just me and you now. And some Battle Network 2 title screens. Favorite Navi. MMBN2? The whole series? I don't know who like my favorite Navi is. In BCC? Oh, Turbo Man. Yeah. No, you said like favorite, not best, not good. Actually, it's probably Woodman because he pelvic thrust. Hub style? This is definitely a style. I would just rip that under Mega Man. Okay. They've had time to set up. So, okay, so Cybeasting is live, Smog is live. We got the thing. We'll do the countdown here. So, I click before start. Well, first I want to try and quit. Gonna do it. Okay, so the race is starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're gonna go, and we're gonna wait for the delay. And then we're gonna start the timer. Oh yeah, there's not much. Okay. What am I gonna watch? I guess chat. We'll completely ignore the gameplay. Here, hopefully we don't drop too many frames. Oh, we got a crazy tech setup. Cool. So Smog is making a common beginner mistake here. He's talking to more people than is necessary. You only have to talk to Dex, and then skip 2 cutscenes and then go home. So he's used to playing Battle Network 3, where you get to talk to all your friends. And you talk to Mom. Don't tell her about your homework, and then she calls you on it. And so now, at the start of Battle Network 2, the tutorial is in the form of homework. And it's exactly the same between Battle Networks 2 and 3, and mostly similar to BN1. It should take about 2 minutes to get through this. And me and Internet 1. I thought it was Mega Man who calls Lan out. He can encourage Lan to do his homework, but he can't make him do it. And we'll move down, use the cannon. Air grab wide sword. Pretty basic so far. The first thing that we have to do in Battle Network 2 is get the squares were introduced. The whole internet got redesigned between 1 and 2, which is interesting because Battle Network 3 is where we destroy the internet. I guess BN1 must be on Alpha, and then BN2 they switched to the modern net. But the first thing we have to do is go to the square and then start the Z license test. On the way, and here's where it's interesting, the hardest thing in a 2-scenario run is actually defeating QuickMan, because he's a very defensive Navi, and we don't have a lot of good chips for fighting him. So the speed run gets Gut Shoot, but you use Gut Shoot like a lot throughout the run. For 2-scenario, since it's generally a race and you can't really count on getting guards from random encounters, which Smog is going to be looking for here, a possible 2-scenario strategy is actually to just completely skip Gut Shoot and then figure out another way to beat QuickMan. Smog took a recovery chip. He's going for shield style, probably not intentionally. Killed the one in the back, bit of a mistake because he could buster the front one down more easily. Alright, he only took one ship. This is definitely a shield point fight. No counter hits in Battle Network 2. They finished both fights. Oh, that was the tutorial. He lost the coin flip though and got 100 zenny. You want to get rank 6, so you get hit and you take about 1 custom gauge. And that's how you get a 50% chance to get a guard star versus a 100 zenny. 200 zenny is a sneak run, which is useful. Battle Network 2 also introduced running from fights, but it's based off Mega Man's level. You also don't heal after fights. If he gets hit one more time, he drops to 70 health, which puts him in the less than 75% drop table, which I think mostly doesn't matter. It does for fishies. Man, it's so quiet. I don't have any game music playing because of how we do in this commentary setup. Oh well. So they're just gonna fight random encounters on the way to the square. V-Gun. Yo, is this like the same RNG? Smog just went for the double kill. Probably a mistake. Played that too well. You're gonna get rank 6. 5, 6, 7 are almost as okay. Bunnies are annoying. Once you get to the second area, there's less good fights. Wow, Smog just went for it. I would pause buffer the bunnies to see where they move. A similar fight, there's a 25% chance this could get. You can get the bunny before he moves. Okay, he got hit. He's going for it. 25%. Now I got zapping instead. Smog is in the square. Oh, does he know where to go? So there's four warps. You usually use the same like 2. Alright, talk to that. This is a cutscene. You can skip this. There we go. As soon as you talk to the guy, or as soon as you say yes, it's a cutscene. I think you have to say yes. Hey, Cybeast got a guard. Okay, so Cybeast is definitely going for a gut shoot, which means he's going to have to take a detour into the doghouse to get a dash attack. And that's like pure time loss just to get gut shoot for 1 fight. Technically, I think you could skip fighting Gutsman as well. You know, 2 scenario. Of course, like QuickMan's definitely. Once you pick up one of the, you need the hope data and the hero data. Smog got 1, so then you just jack out, and we go back to the square. On the way, we'll pick up the other one. V-Gun plus 10. Cool, so Cybeast got the data. He's going for the second one. Smog lost another coin flip. Smog has speedrun a couple of the other Battle Network games, so he could probably manage QuickMan without gut shoot. I wonder if he's going to try that. Cybeast has looked into running Battle Network 6. I think he's done it some. I don't remember if he's got a full game completion time or not. Another guard star. Predominantly a casual player. That's a fancy looking frog. I like that. Yo, swords? Do it, Smog. Or not. Yeah, it's the only thing we have planned right now. Today is just the 2 scenario. Once they beat QuickMan, I think we'll sync back up and then probably run it to Shadow Man to see what styles they get. I think that'd be fun. That's a good emote, Gilius. Okay, Smog had enough for one sneak run. Cybeasting got the GMD. GMDs are random, and you can get... Ooh, there's the escape chip. So Battle Network 1, the only way you could run from battles is using the escape chip, and 2, you had both. It introduced L button running, but also, no, Smog is going for dash tag. But you still have the escape chips, so you can use either. Escape's guaranteed. L button running. And so the folder sort there is because you're more likely to draw battle chips in the same order as they are in your folder. So your first chip is more likely to be the first slot in the folder. The second chip's more likely to be the second slot in the folder. Oh, is he gonna... So there's a bunch of different movement setups to get the fishies to overlap, so you can get a double kill with the sword to increase your rank. Because you want to get a high rank against the fishies as high as possible. Rank 3. Cybeasting had a rough fight there. So Dallas is trying to explain the very particular movements to Smog to set this double kill up. Oh, he got hit. That's not quite right. Okay, I think the setup is ruined. So he just took one. Okay, so we finished that, and his oh, Smog died. So fishies do enough damage to two-shot you. Fun fact: the first ever marathon run I did, I died in the doghouse at around, I think, 15 minutes. I had to start the run over. So, yeah, I'll be honest, I thought Smog was gonna win. I think this is good for the race. We'll spot Cybeasting 10 minutes. Now this is a TeamBN race. Indeed, Gilius. Okay, Cybeasting got the kill. He's not moving to get the movement bonus, because if he gets a mini bomb here, yeah, he had one. To take the second chip points or not. He can move down, throw it, not get hit, so this gives him a rank 8 instead of 7. Slightly better. Unfortunately, he got Zenny. I hope you enjoyed the first 10 minutes of the game, because you're going to get it again with Smog here. Why is he bustering? Okay, Smog is literally doing the Battle Network 1 RNG manipulation tutorial. Like, MMBN2. I don't think it's going to work, but you know, maybe he'll get reflex this time. I mean, there's no penalty for doing it, lol, so sure. Okay. So the doghouse, the first split of Battle Network 2, particularly, well, only in single segment, is the worst split in the game. Alright, Smog did not get Cybeasting did not get a good draw on this double fishy fight. There's no way he can do it quickly. So I think you take the V-gun. Oh, he's just adding. I guess he's going for wide sword or sword. Spooky movement there. Triple cannon. You can actually double hit with the cannon. It's frame perfect and there's no Q for it. Alright, so we're just going for solo kills. Well, is that true for 1, 2, and 3, Alpizo? 4 changed the art style, but it's like isn't the game fundamentally the same between the series? Because outside of like improvements and modifications to the combat system, it's fundamentally the same. I am curious. Cannon A. So once you get a dash attack, it doesn't matter what code it is, you go ahead and do a folder edit. Because dash attack is really good. He's got 3 guard stars, and we pick up panel out because it's star coded. And that's basically the folder. Might do a sort here at the end. Yeah, so attack sort puts dash attack and all the swords at the top because they're all high damage. And we don't have anything regged, so we don't have to worry about slot 1 shenanigans. Interesting. Change stuff for 3, okay. Smog is the mini bomb master. Actually, that's keys around. Rank 6, went for the 25%. Did not get it. So this is a bad fight, but I think it's a 2. Is it a 2 or 3 turn run? It's a 3 turn run. So in the doghouse, because we haven't gotten a single HP memory yet. It's like even as bad as this fight is, because I think the 3 turn he's guaranteed. Yeah, he's out. He's got 80 health. Technically, if you drop to 70% health, then you have a worse drop table for the fishies. I don't know if Rish is aware of that. Because if he gets low health, he resets. It's largely irrelevant. Ooh. Escape. Yeah, he's got all the reflex that he needs, so. But yeah, the doghouse is where good runs go to die, because it's where the bulk of the RNG is, and it's all in the first split. For this run, for this category. He should have took a second chip because technically, because he didn't get hit here, this is a shield point fight. He took 1. Oh, he got a rank 90. Dude, that's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. May Store, thank you for the tier 1 subscription on Twitch. Enjoy your prog champs. I got it too. Yeah. So there's like a 25% chance to get G, a 25% chance to get J. No, that's 50-50 because there's no any at the high ranks for the fishy. So it's like a 50% chance to get G, 50% chance to get J, except it's more like a 47%. And there's like a 3% chance to get star, and a 3% chance to get D. And so he got the rank 9 rare drop in the wrong code. Man. This game is trolling hard right now. The game wants Smog to catch back up, and then they're both going to get dash G, just one, and then they're going to go. It's going to be great. Hoverboard on guard stars, it's easy to get 3 to 4 in a viable run. Yeah, it's like you need 1, maybe 2. Okay, he got the G. So Cybeast is probably done here. We really only need 1. A second doesn't speed it up much since we're only ever using it for 1 fight. He swapped the D for the G. Honestly, I would have took... There's a lot worse chips than dash D. Maybe he was just making a statement by removing it. So now that we have that, Cybeast is going to go to Yai's house, which is where the first scenario is, and do the gas comps. And there's some fancy movement you can do here to buffer through a couple of the clouds. I don't know if Rich is going to walk Cybeast through that or just tell him to take it slow. Well, if you take any of the like guard star recov chips in BN2, a lot of people have gotten shield style in BN2 because of it, and it scarred them. Okay, so let's see. Smog is in the doghouse. Welcome back, Smog. To the doghouse. To the Airman Infinite. Alright, so we didn't get the early HP memory There's an HP memory in the second comp. Once we have that, then we can 100% run. They move down with the sword. Alright, Smog, are you gonna first try this? Let's see. Rank 9. Gee, he did. Okay. Get out of here. Free from the doghouse. That. Welcome to Battle Network 2. If you're going for your gut shoot, that's where all the RNG is gonna come from. Otherwise, you could get rid of all that and then just have a really bad QuickMan fight. But first strategy. That's what you reset for in BN2 right there. I bet Smog's on PB pace. That's a joke because he doesn't have a PB. Every run is PB pace until you finish your first round. That's saying just do runs. Okay, so Cybeast ran through an encounter check, but he got the HP mem. So now he's gonna risk another, and now he's gonna enter the menu, and it sounds like Rish is talking him through the buffer movement, except now that he's used the sneak run, he can't do it. So he has to do the old setup, which is, or the alternate setup, which is you enter a menu and you keep it paused. And now I think he's got to do like 2 or 3 wiggles and touch the outside wall, or maybe just 2 wiggles. Yeah, he didn't do any wiggles, so he got pushed. This is whenever you enter a menu and exit a menu, it resets all of the gas clouds, and so you can buffer your movement to get through them in kind of like a frame perfect manner. There's a lot of gotchas in what you just said, though, El Pizzo. It's easy to look at the math and be like, oh yeah, you just do this, and it's like, but in a run, I've seen a lot of people get shield style. I've seen someone get team style. Everything has happened. So I think it's perfectly reasonable for runners to have an aversion to defensive chips, especially starting out. Eventually, you get a better feel for it. Oh, Smog got his guard. He's probably... wonder how many he's got. Let's track. I forgot. The remixes are still playing, but they're muted. We're listening to the gas comp theme now. Okay, Cybeast had some trouble getting through that one. It's kind of tight timing. If you've never done it before, you turn it off. Cybeast is almost at the end. He's gonna have to do some real world shenanigans. Oh, Dallas was telling Smog to buffer from outside the area? What? No, Smog, what are you doing? Okay. I think there was some miscommunication there. Because I think this is still a 3-turn run even before you get it. Is he gonna buster the front one? Yeah, 10, get it into shotgun range. And then we still got the cannon. Okay, Cybeast is... oh, it was ahead. Still is. Skipping that. So that's a reg up. I don't think there's a benefit. Oh, he can first turn run now. Or he can use the escape chip. With the HP memory, just one. You can first turn run from, I think, like all the gas comps. I think you only need one. All the gas comps and den area. Landing the Okay, so let's see if... yeah, Smog buffered his movement off of the sneak run menu, so he got caught. And also, his step counters... actually, no, he's sneak running, so he could still do the backup buffer strat. He's just going to take it slow, looks like. Cybeast is fighting Airman, so Airman will move like 4 times in an attack, and then once he gets below 5 health, it's like 5 times an attack. Most bosses, as their health lowers, they get a different attack pattern. Some are half. QuickMan's is more granular. Oh, you can use shield on those tornadoes, actually. Airman will either teleport in front of you and do a moving projectile attack, or he'll spawn in a random back row and spawn 3 tornadoes. Oh! Cybeast tried to go for the read. Missed both chips. Unfortunate. Alright, let's get the swords. Let's see if there's any pause buffering. No, he just like straight went for it. Needs 5 shots. Oh! Fortunate movement there. Okay, Cybeast is down with Airman. That's a solid lead. Which is funny considering everything that happened in the unfortunate doghouse. So you talk to Yai's bed, and you can find the Yai PC code. We'll use that to pick up another HP memory, and there's some Zenny in here. I don't know why we need the Zenny. There's probably a good reason. I think there's also a reg up. Yeah, are we gonna reg dash attack for QuickMan? I wonder. Oh, I think Rish is having him pick up. Ooh. Oh, that was a super weird dash. All 3 lined up, but dash travels, and so it's possible that you can miss one of the fishies, and that happened. They did 50 damage. That was spooky. But he got a second dash G because he got a double kill and got hit once. It's funny. Alright, Smog is fighting Airman. Pause buffered the sword. I like it. Airman's got 30 health left. Oh, shotguns. Here he goes. And he got it. Okay, so Smog is done with that. Let's see what he picks up afterwards. But Rish might be having Cybeast pick up the reg ups just because it's part of the route and he knows he's going to Shadow Man. The A license would benefit a lot from having dash attack on reg. Yeah, looks like they're both doing it. Okay, so you end the day, start back up, and we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking because we just picked up enough Zenny. Oh yeah, I guess that's why we get the Zenny, because we're gonna buy HP memory and some sneak runs, because we need to have 180 HP for the bomb comps. I think Cybeast got stuck in the bug frag, which we won't need, because the bug frags you spend it then. So you get the HP memory and 3 shotgun Bs, and we have 1600 Zenny, which is, or no, 1,000 extra. I think that's for managed, but you don't check out here. Good catch, because we use the cube, the ice code, and then we get another HP memory. So we'll end this area with 160 HP, and then we pick up 1 more HP memory on the way to bomb comps. I think maybe mostly agree, Tony, but then you hit the Iceman scenario, or the Freezeman scenario, and you're like, I don't like this game anymore. It's probably more apparent in a speedrun, but... So, this Dex fight is, I believe, optional, but the last ooh, okay, here's the sword. The last required piece of the Gut Shoot program advantage. Oh, we got 2 dash attacks. So when you move to the back, Gutsman may crack your panels. He only does it 1 row at a time. Cybeast is taking a few hits, but looks like we're fine. Cybeast is very aggressive with his chip usage. It's bit him a couple times, but he is catching them. Alright, Cybeast in the lead. Once Smog beats Getsman, I'm going to switch audio sources. So you just have to talk to Mail, and now you got to talk to Yai's door. Lan wants to go camping, but all of his friends are busy. So no camping today. Instead, we're going to go take the B license exam. The license. Paragraph. Can Smog hit with a mini bomb? He did. Can he hit with a pickaxe? Oh, he did. Double. So the pickaxe flinches but doesn't give iframes. Oh, and he just went for the sword. Pickaxe is fun. It's free 10 damage. Okay. So both runners now have all the pieces for gut shoot. I don't know when they'll edit the folder. Maybe right before the gauntlet. So Smog just has to talk to some people and do some walking to catch up. Hey, let's switch audio. So we mute and we switch. Seamless. Professional here. So Cybeasting is going to edit the folder. I think he's going to reg a guard because the nice thing, we don't really care about style changes for a 2-scenario race, but the nice thing about the license gauntlets is that because they don't have a reward screen, you don't get a style point, and so you're able to use defensive chips like guard and not have to worry about the shield points. The door show. Let's talk to the guy. Okay, and then starting off with the first gauntlet, and Smog's mostly caught up. He just needs to edit the folder. Oh, Cybeast could have stood in the front row and the shockwave would have been faster. That's a time save for future runs right there. Alright, dash attack good. The reflect shockwave does 40 damage and then 10 quick buster shots. You use the step buffering technique because if you stand still and mash, your fire rate's lower than if you use movement to reset kind of your shooting animation. Anyway, you got some. Yes. BN 2 and 3 have been run enough that I think every style has been gotten. Not every run with every style has been finished, but every style has been gotten. Unfortunately, attack plus 10 does not work on guards. Like the idea though. Guts is pretty easy to get since our folder's still pretty soupy, and so it's easy to. Ooh, cannon interrupted. Sneak in buster shots, just enough to get gut style. I think it's harder to get gut style than like team or shield. Probably even I don't. It's like you've got gutsman. I wonder what's more likely, team style or gut style. I guess it depends on the player. Yeah, every feasible style has been gotten. Okay, so now Rish has to give instructions about where to go. So you have to go talk to this Navi, and it uses one of the warps outside the square. Are you going to buy some sequence first? Good. So you have to exit to the square, pick the correct warp, talk to the guy, go back to the warp. I think we're going to go to Dex's HP to pick up 800 Zenny and Gut Punch. And then we're going to find... There's a whole lot of random walking. Yep, okay. He's on right. Oh, those bunnies didn't line up. Oh, they did at the end. Oh, but the timing. Smog just got zapped. That's the problem here. And these are not gonna kill. Oh, he still got it. What an unfortunate guard right there. Oh, they have in Cybeasting too. Depending on where the bunnies go, and like which one's in front of you when they decide to attack, they can desync a little bit. And if you're not ready for that, get paralyzed. Okay, he did not go to Dex's HP, but he can get that on the way back. You have to go... So we're sneak running, we don't have to worry about random encounters. Gotta go talk to the purple Navi. Dash attack here is pretty neat because you can do some crazy movement buffers, but reflects can be good depending on where they go. Unfortunately, each reflect only did hit one target. You should take the sword here just to like get rid of. Yeah. If they line up, you can get a good damage with these V guns. Oh, I think one missed. Use Gutsman. Do it. Okay. Almost got knocked out of it. Neither runner got dash attack. Fortunate. Like standing in the back. Yep. Only got one. Unfortunate. Got two. Killed the one in the back though. That's good. I think he was hoping for a sword. Did not get it. This is definitely a shield point fight. 3 guards. Oh, pickaxe kill. I like it. Alright, Cybeast did go to Dex's HP, got 800 Zenny, and a B-coated battle chip. So our folder still doesn't have very good flow, but that's what we're working on. Why is Smog walking? Could be the controller he plays with. Maybe he had to like scroll notes or do something. There's no reason to walk, I think, ever in Battle Network 2. There might be some RNG manipulations in a different category, though. Alright, once you return the walk prog and you get the nice data, now we can do the second gauntlet. Oh wow, did they? Huh. Smog caught up. They're on the same fight. What a race. So this first one's got a lot of high health enemies. Oh. Smog getting greedy. Smog getting greedy. Alright, got him now. Got a sword for the Mets. Ken's dead, so now it's just the Flappy. Oh, the pickaxe would have done 10 damage. You could hit it point blank. Hopefully they draw... No sword. But I mean, shotgun and then the pickaxes are 20 damage, so if you'd hit with all the chips... Yeah. So if you'd hit with the... Where'd the shotgun go? Oh, okay, sorry. Smog's on probably the worst fight. It's not a boss. The 3 Met 2s. Because Shockwave doesn't work. Reflect doesn't work, that is. They go back under their helmets too quickly, so you just have to draw something. Alright, neither runner got Gutsman, which is the best draw here. Otherwise, you just kind of take what you get. Oh, Smog got it. He must have a real bad draw. Alright, now there's only one of those, so you can use Reflect. Killed the bunny. Figured you'd take the... Oh, he dodged the cannon. No reflect for you. Gutsman. I think this is their first use of Gutsman, right? Gutsman will appear where you are and send a shockwave down each row, cracking the panels as it goes. So if you stand in the back, you crack your own panels, which might not be what you want. Ooh. You know, Cybeast's health is a little low here. It's a little low here. Yeah, mini bombs. This is spooky. Okay. I think it's 1, 5. No, 2. About the 4 and 5. Yeah. Okay. 1540. So Gutsman plus Reflect will kill one of them, and then he shouldn't get hit after this. Play this a little safe. The last fight in this gauntlet's kind of annoying because it's got 2 hard heads, but with Reflect, and if the B tank goes to the bottom, you can multi-hit. You should take Reflect first. I would actually take Reflect and then L-Gun plus 10. I think that'd be good. Oh, Smog. Oh, Smog. Yeah, it's like, if you know how to deal with this fight, it goes completely differently. Because I think Smog's about to get area locked, and this is not going to be good for him. Okay, well, Cybeast took out the B-Tank quickly. Oh, Smog's down to 5 HP. Imagine having 5 health left. Okay, so now it's just the hard hit. Now we... Okay. So I sat still for long enough that my computer went to sleep on me. So, we're back. Did anyone die to the hard hits? Hopefully not. Looks like we're advancing, so this is good. Nope, Smog is at the best part. Bees! I'm gonna be in chat. So this part of the notes for the longest time was literally just bees. Eh, they'll figure it out. It's a fetch quest, you gotta find 3 things. Fortunately, but unfortunately, once you have all 3, you're supposed to put them together. And it's a funny cutscene, but it's a cutscene, so we skip it. Oh, he missed the area. So this is the last HP member we need. And this is one of the least satisfying, or the most dissatisfying blue mystery datas in the game. Look at where it's positioned. It's like, why is it just slightly off center like that? Ah. But once you take care of that, so the bear is actually animatronic, and it's probably a virus. So this is where hopefully you draw a dash, but you didn't. Okay, he shouldn't use Gutsman first. Ooh, this is a classic beginner. Okay, good. Dallas caught it. If you use Gutsman first, they won't line up because their panels are cracked. So we're going to reflect to do 40 damage. That's almost too early. And then Gutsman for the triple kill. Smog got hit, but this triple kill is going to bump his rank back up. And if you get a high rank in this fight, you get Heat Shot B, which is better, or actually G? Yeah, G. Which is better folder flow in the end game. If you get a mid rank, then you get Heat Shot B, which is better folder flow early. Now you just gotta talk to all the friends. Why is Cybeast fighting 2 fishies? Did he get a random encounter? Crazy. Marathon. I mean, it's a team channel, but I am involved in most events. Yeah, Winkle. Ooh, Cybeast got dash. So this is, now, there's a possibility they don't line up 1, 2, 3. I know I'm delayed, but they didn't. Okay. Oh, and he went too late. You have to predict the 4th move, because if you don't, you're going to be too slow. So that was unfortunate, but I think that was a good learning mistake for all of us in chat. Oh, and see, they didn't line up on this third one because of a quirk with their movement. Cybeast is half dead. He... I hope he draws Gutsman. This is getting spooky. So... Oh, we got the sword. Oh my gosh. The spikies are not lining up now, which makes it harder to dodge. Oh, he didn't take the panel out. He's going for it again. Okay, but he got the movement. Okay, so Smog is in the bomb comps, and this is going to be the most interesting experience for the coaches. Oh, reminder to use Sneak Run, by the way. I wonder, maybe, did Smog buy Sneak Runs? Dash attack doesn't work against the bombs. Another good learning moment here. Encounters in bombs. So the White Sword's good try here. The bombs have like 10 HP, and our Buster does 1 damage, takes 10 shots. Maybe it takes more than that. Oh, picking that blue mystery data up will trigger. It's just any. Just get that one. This is interesting. Okay, he I'm guessing Smog does not have sneak runs. Hopefully Cybeast will. Alright, Cybeast is still doing the fetch quests. You get a knife, firewood, and a fish. Oh, kid, you want a knife? Yeah, sure. Here, have this one. Oh man, what a race. Hey, look, a unique NPC. So let's see Cybeast buy sneak runs. Will he buy sneak runs? Yeah. And we just need 4, and that'll get us through the end of the area. So that's good. That's true, lol. BN2 is the edgy battle network. Okay, so Smog went back and got the sneak runs now. So Cybeast is going to do the first area, and Smog's moving on to the second, which is this thermos, of all things. And there are invisible explosions throughout this area, and if you get too close to one, it'll blow up, but only if you approach it from the front. If you approach it from behind, it actually won't explode until you've crossed it, and so you can actually end up in a much worse situation. I'm very curious what sort of directions that they're giving. If it's like, okay, go straight or go down right, is it relative to the player or relative to Mega Man? That's the interesting question. Smog is doing the tell me where to go dance. I like it. Okay, Smog's back in the lead. We'll switch the audio back to him, because he'll get to QuickMan first. More bomb comp music. Kinda like it. Alright, the third one is behind a waterfall. And since we can sneak run these, as long as they don't end up accidentally backtracking too much, that was a close one on Cybeast right there. So also, if you look at the map, you can see there's numbers everywhere that tell your position. So you could actually say, you know, go from 1-3 to 0-3 to 0-2 to, whoop, nope, that's the wrong way, to 0-1. How? Oh, he backtracked! Cybeast is backtracking! Is he? No, okay. He's in comp 2. I was a little worried there. Because, oh, yeah. So that's what happens if you run over an explosion. So now he's got to go back around. But he did get White Sword. Oh, nope, nope. Okay. I think Cybeast's sneak run's going to run out. Oh gosh. Alright. Smog's doing a trick where you can pick up that blue mystery data from behind. Although I don't know that he needs the 1500s any. Dallas is probably just doing this from memory, and that's part of the route. Okay, Cybeast made it through Comp 2. With the sneakers, that's good. That was crazy. And Dallas is on 3. So with the 4th comp, it's actually Speedy Dave's PET itself. And so once you start Comp 4, you actually can't leave until you beat QuickMan. So if you go buy a used Battle Network 2 cart, there's a non-zero possibility that it will be saved in front of QuickMan. It is a good place to get stuck. I guess the first is a squirrel. Comp 4 is also one of the most confusing, so let's see if we get through it. And looking back and forth between Smog and Cybeast, I get super confused. Wait, no, that's the wrong way, but it's actually, no, it's a different comp. Carry on. Ah yes, Smog picked up the bug frag. There's this shiny thing in my way. Do I pick it up? Yeah, I pick it up. Power up. Oh, you know, I wonder, for the 2 scenario race, I wonder if he's gonna put points in attack. Nah, he's got gut shoot. He'll be fine. I hope both runners save before the QuickMan fight. Because, you know, you really wouldn't want to not save before QuickMan and then miss gut shoot. That would be real unfortunate, especially if it was in a race or a marathon. Definitely never done that myself. I thought about it as well. Okay, you saved. Good. So Smog is actually on QuickMan. Oh, and he's got 2 pieces of the program advanced already. Which card's on Rex? That's not super surprising. Oh, Cybeast unfortunately is on a backtracking adventure. Smog already got the PA. Bet Dallas is a little jealous. It's like turn 2 is pretty good. Cool. And he got hit and then match day. So Smog wins the race. QuickMan's done at 51:08 roughly. Check out this race room. Let's see. Flip. GG. Alright, now let's switch it back over to Cybeast. He just got the power up. He also has Gut Shoot. Oh, Snake Run run out. Cybeast might get a random encounter. When your Snake Run runs out, it resets your step counter. It's a single Metfire. Oh, he could just Gutsman then guard, depending on where the meteor guy moves. He might block the shockwave actually. Oh, yep. No. Mistakes were made. Should have moved up earlier. No, just take the minigun. Yeah. Is Smog advancing? It's literally cheating. He's supposed to wait until Cybeast is done. Alright, let me go, oh. Alright, I called out the cheaters. We're good. Okay. Oh, he's got shoot, and he didn't count to 6, which I think is the better play in two-snare race. And we done. 53-24. Is he gonna split on the G channel? Race time. Yeah, we did it. We finished the first ever Mega Man Battle Network 2 two-scenario race, and they were 2 minutes apart. That was hilarious. Okay, let's get everyone back up in the main channel to talk about what just happened. Let me go round them up.
I think this ring right here has. I'm not sure.
Hello. Okay, cool. We're all back. Well, Kilio said it, and I agree. That was a very TeamBN race.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rich, were you
Nice.
watching both perspectives?
Yes, I was keeping track of everything.
So you know what happened.
Yep.
I was
The
not.
fishies do a lot of damage. You can't get hit by them multiple times.
I'm
They
so
do.
used to just seeing them and then wide sorting them because I've been playing too much BN1 any percent. So I'm like, I know exactly what's gonna happen, but then it didn't.
No, yeah, I saw that you were restarting, and I was just like, what could have happened that he's talking to Dex at school again? And I was like, oh right, those fishies do a lot of damage. Hey Smog, or not Smog, hey Cybeast, I would recommend saving just in case. Be conscious of your health.
And then I got terrible luck with the fishies.
Oh, those fishies were atrocious. He got like, Cybeast got mostly Metar fights with Canadums. He only got one fight ever that did not have a non-fishy virus. Every other fight had some other virus, and he got the wrong drop table like basically almost every time.
And then whenever I had the 3 fishies, somehow one of them just didn't get hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a later time because you got an encounter you weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
That's because I misexplained. I forgot where the 1000 Zenny was, and I guess you're also supposed to grab that Rego, but like,
I
interesting.
wasn't sure about the reg ups because like that's full game route. So
I mean, it's
If
like
we're going,
we
if we're
said
going
Shadow
to
Man.
Shadow
Yeah.
Man,
I know.
getting
so I
him
was like,
ready.
Rich is like doing.
No, I mean,
'cause
he
knows
had
what's
me-
coming.
He
I
had,
had him
me
grab
getting
the
the.
wide swords, Terra.
I like it.
I
I
messed
had
that
him
one
mess
up.
up comp 2. That was like his big mistake in comp 2 because
Yeah,
I made him
synchro.
grab wide sword.
But no, after that one, I didn't mess up any of the BMD grabs because I understood. Oh, don't go to it. Stop a little bit
Yeah.
beforehand and
Yeah,
just
be a
hope you're
little
close.
careful.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Cool. Well, so let's see. Smog, you won the race. How did BN2 go?
How did BN2 go? It was interesting. You know, for as similar as BN1 through 3 are, it's always interesting how the details change. Like, it just feels way different, and anytime I was like editing the folder, I forgot that I had to go through another submenu, and they're just like, when you're used to speedrunning one game, going to another one is this weird sort of combination of familiar and unfamiliar territory that I'm sure if you've done like a ton of them, like Rish or Terra have, or Dallas as well, it's like sometimes it probably catches you off guard. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Smog, you finally joined that category of runner who has multiple games and battle network experience. And I've said this, and you can probably appreciate it even more now, that for as similar as the series is, each run, each game is unique. In some way.
Like, one of the small things that I pointed out to Dallas is if there are two Mets in the same, like if they're both in the front row, in BN1, the top one attacks first, but in BN2, the bottom one attacks first.
Oh,
And
hey.
it's just like the priorities.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
They go back on that very frequently. BN4 is the same way, where
As
the
which
bottom
one?
one will attack first in BN4, and they go back to the top one attacking first in BN5 and 6.
Capcom, why?
It's silly. And even like some enemy patterns are just like slightly different. I remember Cybeast was talking about how he was expecting to be able to like trigger the Canadum to attack him and then move forward out of it. Like you could in say BN1, or you could do something similar in BN6. They're not exactly Canadums, but
Yeah, the gunners.
yeah, like gunners are effectively the same way. But BN2, no, it fires in the entire line.
Yeah, I forgot about that at the very beginning as well, and quickly remembered. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He remembered by Canadams too, so that's that's really good.
Or
Yeah,
to,
no.
to go back, Smog, so that was the race. What was it like being coached by Dallas and BN2? Because I've seen it go very differently.
I want to apologize, but yeah,
It was a lot
go
of fun. I'm gonna say that.
I'm glad Smog didn't get bullied this time.
I think I as a person, I'm like quite jumpy and mashy and kind of like, you know, ahead. I was probably ahead of Dallas a bit, and then by the end there, I was starting to like rein myself back a little and, you know, wait for the actual correct instructions.
So we
Well,
figure out how to
correct.
move on bomb comps on the fourth comp. Comp 1 and 3 were horrible.
Yeah, I want to hear like how Dallas and Rish guided people through bomb comps. I guess we can talk about that now. Dallas, what did you try in the first 3, and then what did you figure out in the
Okay,
fourth
so it's hard because like I wanted to know more or less where to go and what the correct path. The problem is I have a lot of muscle memory of that comp, and I was misremembering some parts here and there because of actual memory, right? It's not the same as muscle memory, so I cannot telling the wrong way a couple of times.
Ah.
We also had this one incident where we didn't have enough sanity for difference. Because I didn't go into Dexus to grab
yeah.
the 800 sanity.
that. I almost did, and then I had to get it on the way back, and I was
So it's fine. We had a backup. But yeah, it was harder than I expected. Like I was trying to down, but he was like he said a bit ahead of me sometimes. Like I told him, okay, go down left, but he go down left after going a path over, right?
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Very different.
But at the very end, okay, we figured out that okay, just stop in every number, right, in between paths, and every time we'll tell him a direction. But and then I'll speed up a bit faster and faster. But you know that the directions he needs to go from each number. The thing is, we triggered some accidentally bombs in Comp 4 like that, but he was always going the right path.
I got close to a lot of bombs and triggered them.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't necessarily going down that path.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
Better running backwards over it.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, Rish, how did bomb comps go from your perspective?
So the first comp obviously went perfectly. That comp, I don't know if Smog or Dallas had any trouble with it, but like that
They
one
had a different issue.
Okay, just checking. That one was perfectly fine. Comp 2 is where it started to get a little complicated, but overall, I think they actually went really well. There's just like some mistakes that were made due to miscommunication, and that has to do with, as Dallas mentioned, muscle memory is a big deal with it. It wasn't that I was there's only a few times that I mentioned maybe the wrong direction, but what it was I was mentioning the direction I would hold. And I think that was really complicated in some ways because as we figured out towards the end, the best way that I was able to describe to Cybeast how to move through the comps was you get to an intersection and I tell you what direction to go from there over and over and over again. So I'll be like, down left, keep going down left, keep going down left, down right, up right, down right, and keep doing that over and over again. But when I threw in a go up, just hold up, that's when it got a little confusing.
That's what Dallas was doing as well.
Yeah, because that's what my movement is. My movement is hold up here, but it's a little confusing when you're not used to that. So, for example, like Comp 2 went almost perfectly, like a couple minor mistakes here and there for Cybeast, and then I actually had him go a little out of his way to grab the wide sword. He didn't know about how the BMDs work, so he went past it, got caught. Yeah. Comp 3 was, I forget a little. I think it was okay.
Comp 3 was fine.
Yeah, Comp 3 was fine. Comp 4 was a small mistake because at like that middle part of the comp where you're like
the 4 bridges.
Basically, you're like right at the 4 bridges. I told him hold up, and he went the wrong way and basically ended up back at like the beginning essentially. Yeah. So it's like that was the complicated part. Was explaining, was trying to change what my brain is telling me, like, yes, move up here, to I need to explain the exact direction.
Yeah.
Both runs featured bomb comp encounters, which is something you normally don't see.
Yes.
This is true.
Okay. Well, so Cybeast, how would the race go from your side? Like being to coaching with Rich and stuff before, because like you, for the rest of it, you have the least experience running.
Yes. So I think overall coaching wise, he did a really good job. On a lot of them, if it was something like specific that needed to be done, he would say it as quickly as he could. And if it was just like win the fight, it was like do what you think is best, and that's probably fastest. The ones that didn't go well, one of the like the 5, I think it was like part 3 of the like the 5-stage fight. Yeah, where I was at 25 health for like the last 3 fights.
Was at 5.
I was at 5 at the end.
So what was it? Cybeast. The first fight went disastrously, despite getting a phenomenal draw. Because unfamiliar with BN2, right? Just not sure of the timings of everything and whatnot. So
timings definitely bit me because I'm used to the second half of the 6 games. I'm used to 4, 5, and 6, which I feel like the Metars and stuff are a little bit slower.
Metar 2s are incredibly fast in BN2 compared to any later game. Metar 2s are on par with like Metar EXs or Metar 3s in later games. I remember that fight very specifically because I think like you had like a dash draw and a couple of guards, which would have worked out beautifully, but then like the Metar was just flying and interrupted literally everything.
Another little thing that I remember noticing was the way guard works. I feel like that's one of the things they also change in like almost every game. Because the only times I'm used to it are in BN3 as the guard buster, or in BN6 as reflector. And like even there they work differently as well. And they are like, I think here it was you get hit once and then the guard immediately goes away. So I kept getting like interrupted or getting like extra hits. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to move immediately after getting the guard out, and the guard does not last that long at all.
Yeah.
Like you have to time it pretty well, as we noticed a couple of times. Also, like as we mentioned with timings, I can think of another time where like we were able to I was able to explain the Spikey's movement pattern to Cybeast. It's like it was the same thing with like bunnies, where it's like, okay, they're gonna move 4 times and then they're gonna attack. And when I explained it to him that way, it worked out beautifully. And the thing was then with the spikies, I did the same thing. I said they're going to move 4 times. On the 4th movement, they're attacking. So he waited 4 movements, pressed A, and just barely got interrupted. So it's like those little timing things.
And that was just me not knowing the difference between the fact that when the bunnies attack, they do the little like headbang thing, so you have time to do the input. Or with the spikies, they move 4 times and immediately they're shooting fire out their mouth.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there were several times where Cybeast was just he got interrupted so many times with all those chips, and I felt so bad because it's
Little
like
timing things.
frames off from being a phenomenal fight, and then it's just what do we do now?
And then it's like, just don't die, just don't die.
Yeah, started that
Being
fight. He
distracted.
started that fight a little late because I was misexplaining at first. I told him, yes, jack into the bear. Hopefully this fight goes well. And I didn't explain, oh yeah, go grab the BMD at the bottom, talk to the frog. So he was just wandering about for a bit and got an encounter in that comp and ended up with less HP going in. I was like,
Oh,
oh.
no.
Luckily, the spikies only do 20 damage per hit, as I've learned. So it's not really threatening. But
And luckily, I did so bad in that fight, I got plus 50 HP back, so I was at 130 instead of 80. Otherwise, I would have jacked out.
yeah, I was in the middle of telling him, well, you should probably just jack out and jack back in. It's no big deal.
Okay, well, so that is Mega Man Battle Network 2 scenarios, all the way up to QuickMan. And both runners did decide to use the gut shoot strategy. And that definitely helps a lot with the fight. I wonder what this run would look like without it, because Doghouse was kind of miserable. And reflective. So it's definitely one of those, with BN2 specifically, and just because we only get to use it once, kind of an interesting question or route choice that runners have for this particular category. Still a great way to try out Battle Network 2. However, we're not done yet, since we don't have anything else happening today, and this was only 2 scenarios. We're going to show you, I guess, 2 more scenarios, because we're going to fight 2 more bosses and get a style change.
I briefly noticed that Smog was starting to go a little ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little ahead.
So we need to sync back up.
I was gonna
Cybeast,
say,
do you want to finish this Toadman fight, and then we'll see where we are?
Sure.
you'll get a behind the scenes
How should I do this?
look into how to do this fight. All right, so take all the V codes, add them.
That's right. And the star.
Add that.
Add everything but the guard.
Oh, you keeping the guard?
You are 100% gonna guts shoot this man.
Oh, Toadman. Does he got 400 HP?
300.
Oh. He's got like
Yeah.
nothing. So
It's low,
he'll
but-
paralyze you. Yeah. And then he'll, just like BN5, he'll appear in front of you so you can step back.
Well,
And
BN5 requires a aqua panel, so you can start using the swords on him actually.
Well, not when you're controlling Toadman. It's just like, pick the nearest virus who can hit me. Alright.
You can either add the
And then
cannons,
move right
yeah,
forward.
or use the swords. It's a choice here. Very nice. Force him to the front. Ooh, very nice.
Wide sword. Wide sword reflects.
I forgot that I'm
Ooh.
not watching the Discord stream anymore, so I'm on a bit more of a delay. Got it interrupted.
Oh, I see. You're watching the Twitch stream, I'm watching the restream machine. See. Oh, paralyzed. I just finished with the shotgun. First fight, did you get the chip or is it just 500? It's just 500. What a ripoff.
Okay, so where do I need to go?
Smog, where you at? What'd you do?
I think I talked to the people in the reception, and that was it. Oh, no. I went to the Yumland cube already.
Okay, so jack into the
Square. The
square.
office. Go into
So-
the building. And then hold up. It's that big server right there.
Wrong thing.
That's
we're
the coffee
syncing up.
machine. It looks kind of like a server. There's probably a virus in there, but
At least you'll know later when I have to tell you to go there.
yeah, Smog, you know where the coffee machine is?
Oh no, I don't.
Well,
I figured out.
All right, who do I need to talk to in
It's
here?
fine, don't tell me.
The warp.
no, so you're gonna
just
go
straight
up. You're gonna leave. Go to the bottom area of.
You remember where you got hope data at the very start?
Yeah.
Or here? We're going back there, or whichever it was.
I'm gonna make this real easy, real
Oh,
quick.
right, he has to interact with the cube. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. It's much better.
That's fine.
So keep
So-
going down. You go up right. Up right.
Right. That's up left. Where you going?
Now keep going to the top here. Talk to the cube that's up the top left part.
After the cube, did you
That's
start the
cutscene.
next?
I talked to the reception
Okay.
people, and that was it.
So jack
Yeah.
out or
So jack out. Talk to the reception lady at the desk.
Do you have to?
Tell her
do
she's
that?
pretty.
Yeah, that's a requirement.
Oh wait, that's not yet. Go down,
That's for
Um,
the passport.
and then did you talk to the guy at the desk?
No. not
Yes.
yet.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Beautiful. All right, we're right in front of him.
Smog, go to the desk.
It's downstairs.
Oh, downstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to talk to her until later.
Talk to him.
That's just the password.
wait, just wait right in front of him. Don't talk yet.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna
I am
start.
there.
Because the next thing is they gotta get the A license, and then we're gonna do Yumland and QuickMan, and then
Oh yeah, I
the
forgot about
area gets
Cutman.
attacked, and then we do Shadowman. So they're gonna get a style change at some point.
So are we gonna go back to the coaching room, or are we stay in this five-man?
yeah.
Okay.
We're
Wasn't
gonna,
sure.
I'll split it up. Cool, and we'll continue this. Actually, let me reset the timer. How long do you think? Will it take an hour to do the next two scenarios?
Let me look at my splits and add 20 minutes.
20 might be generous. Try like 30.
Oh, where is my BN2 splits? Single segment.
Is that a Battle Network 3 Undernet remix? I see.
This took me about 30
Probably.
minutes. Yeah, I'd say about an hour's good. QuickMan's about the halfway point. Shadowman's like another 30 minutes or so. 37. I think an
Oh.
hour is reasonable. It'll probably take them a bit longer, but
Out of curiosity, what was your QuickMan split?
31 something.
About 21 minutes behind. That's not awful. 'Cause I definitely split hella late.
31:30. There we go.
Okay, and the race time's good. So we'll actually, since we don't have the race time, how are we gonna sync this? Do you guys still have that up? Because I could just type in there
Yeah,
a countdown.
Yes.
I still have it up.
Okay, so it's like I'll type some numbers and then I'll say go,
Okay.
Okay.
and then we'll just do that.
Sounds good.
Looks good.
I will move everyone back.
Thank you, Rish. Alright, chat, here's part 2 of the 2 scenario race, making it a nice round 4 scenario race. And the runners are going to go up to Shadowman and get a style change. Should take about another hour. So let's continue with our Battle Network 2 coaching session. And I will actually, we're going to fade out this music. It's a little intense. And we'll start with Smog. So now we should have game audio. True? Yes? Check. We do. And I will start this in 2, 1, go. Boom. Okay. Good. I don't know if Smog was fully ready for that. Maybe he's just on more of a delay. So, after beating QuickMan, Land gets a balloon which has an encoded message from Yumland. Someone wants to be a pen pal, and Land's like, that sounds like a great way to get good food, so I'll go pay them a visit. But in order to access Yumland's internet, you have to have the A license, because Battle Network. And so Lan is in the process of getting the A license, but he isn't qualified to take the A license exam until he does 3 help requests. So we're doing 3 help requests right now. We're taking a test so that we can take a test. Oh, Cybeast is taking the scenic route, which, you know, it's Okuden. I approve. I like Okuden. This section back and forth right here. It's my favorite part of the game just because you get to listen to the music. That's it. Oh. That was part 1. We gotta go back and talk to him after we find the prog. This mission is literally just talk to the guy, talk to the prog, talk to the guy. And you get an HP mem. Which is good, because an HP memory will give us 1 level. Which means we can sneak run from more encounters. Boom, boom. So, one of the goals with the 2 scenario race is to make speedrunning Battle Network more accessible, because playing the first 2 scenarios should take about an hour compared to the full game. It's a lot easier to get into. Is anyone watching or listening right now interested in participating in a 2 scenario race if we did more of them? Got you into the series? Nice. BN2 is, I think, my favorite. Got a lot of nostalgia for it, so I think it's a fine entry point. I know you would be last. You'd like to at some point, Isla? Cool. Well, of any. It's like, we've done 2 scenario races of 6 to 5. Did we do 1? I don't remember if we did 1. Maybe not. But it works in every game. BN4 is a little bit weird because it's got prelims leading up to the tournaments. So where exactly is 2 scenario in there? But we've got some ideas or definitions for what the shorter categories would be for each game in the series. So pick your favorite, and you know, we'll do a 2 scenario race for it. 2 scenario 5, nice. We did that a few weeks ago. Which is to say, there's a recording of the 2 scenario race, so you could watch that kind of for inspiration. And then if you're in the Discord, we'll try and organize more of these. What's your least favorite? Why is that a question? I haven't 100% at all of them. I think I need to play 4 more casually to understand it more, because I think some of the appeal is the post game, and I only ever did like 3 runs through the tournament. BN1 is rough to go back to compared to the rest of the series. Does that make it my least favorite? Nah, I think it's a little mean. So this Gutsman fight is technically optional here, but because we're going to Shadow Man, it looks like at least Cybeast, Smog might not be, but at least Cybeast is going for a second copy of Gut Shoot. Which I think we only have 1 -G, so I don't know if this is actually going to work. No! Cybeast got a second -G. So Cybeast actually can have 2 copies of Gut Shoot. Smog only has 1 copy of -G, so he is probably not going to go for 2 copies. But of course, Gutsman V2 as a chip is useful in some of the fixed encounters coming up, so it's debatable. Oh, 115 into 2 scenarios? Oh, nice. Okay, so you'd be even in the more experienced category. I like it. 115 for 2 scenarios, not bad either, because like I think in any percent run, 2 scenarios still like an hour. A little over. So, looking forward to future runs from you then. Navi in the series. Oh yeah, I did read that wrong. Number man. He used pile driver on me. Oh. I guess the fight didn't go well, so he just decided to quit. Oh, it doesn't matter what rank you get, though. Why? Was that an unintentional death? Cybeast, what are you doing? Battles between the two... Battles between what? The runners? It'd be a little hard to do online. Except for being 6. That does have a robust PvP community. Well, Smog is getting a bit of a lead here because he's skipping the Gutsman fight. But Cybeast having 2 copies of Gutshoot could pay off in both the QuickMan fight, or the Cutman fight and the Shadowman fight. So race isn't over until Shadowman's dead. So he used Gutsman first, which I think is a mistake, because as you can see, the spikies are... Well, you got 2 of them lined up. That's reasonable. Is he gonna bust her? Yeah. Hasn't used any of the power-ups yet. Or probably... Yeah, actually, I don't think... It's only used them on... Oh, got shooting Gutsman. Okay, so Cybeast now has Gutsman V2. Your rank doesn't matter on the second fight, so I was surprised that death was taken. Now Cybeast can begin the request, which is 3 fixed encounters. And Cybeast is gonna get another star-coded chip into a folder edit. Gutsman V2 could also be useful in several of these fights, so we'll see how that goes. Smog is having trouble finding. Fortunately, we do have a 100% run rate here. Okay, yeah, it did. Just trying to find the BMD. It's not located in a corner, so it's kind of hard to find. The next fight is, I think, the first fight that's maybe a little bit harder than you'd expect when you're playing a game casually or for the first time. It's even dangerous in speedrun if you're not really kind of prepared for it. Smog is saving, good. Approve. Because these flamies will area lock you. And if you don't draw the right chips, it can be hard to take them out quickly. Like, this isn't a particularly good draw right here. Okay, he baited him down, but then back up. Didn't let him attack. So now Smog has only got 1 row. It's a little spooky, but he can at least take 1 of them out. So actually, the sprite work on these guys I think is kind of cool. Wait, what are you doing? That mini bomb was never gonna hit. Because I thought they were like floating skull or something, but I think they're kind of like monkeys, just all wrapped up. Because that bar going around them is their hand, and then their feet. And whenever you see it for like 1 frame, they got their arms up whenever they're striking the ground. Oh, he almost hit with the sword. You can actually hit them with the sword while they're attacking, like totems. Yeah, until they put their arms up and you're like, whoa. Missed 2 swords. I don't know if Smog got the bubbler. He could draw here. Okay, 1 more hit and Smog actually did. I don't know if he's gonna get this. Ooh. Oh! Smog has been real greedy on these chips on a particularly dangerous fight too, so I don't tank the hit. Whew. Well, he did save, so he's fine. Alright, looks like Cybeast got a random encounter. Trying to explore the comp. Oh, you can just run from this. Interesting fight. My audio stopped working. Can you still hear me? I just can't hear anything. Oh, maybe you can. What? TeamBN chat. Oh, well, never mind. Alright, so Cybeasting is doing the dangerous fight now. He has a better start, looks like. Ooh, and he got gutsman. If he mashes this out, problem is if he uses it where he's standing, it will kill the bottom because there's a crack panel on the way. Okay, so he's gonna move forward and wait. Good. Okay. I think my headphones actually just died. Which is unfortunate. But the microphone works, which is weird. So, Smog's fight, he's gonna 50-50 this, and he got 1 out of 3, which is okay. But those ghosts will either move up or down, and dash check is just enough to kill him. Ooh, wide sword. He could actually get a double here. Oh, he had 2 wide swords, so it doesn't matter. But you can wait for the back one to attack, and then get... Oh! Spookies do a lot of damage and they attack fast. He had wide sword, but he still stood right in front. It's very interesting. He can take another hit, but... Oh, he put points in attack, so charge. Yeah, Smog is used to Battle Network 1 Ghost. Which actually, Battle Network 1 Ghost are even faster than Battle Network 2 Ghost. But you can't... Ooh. You can't dodge and then make it back on time. To attack, you just have to get him before it goes. Okay. Cybeast is in Koto area. Get to use firearms for that. One is... So Smog's a little bit ahead, okay. Now I know where we are. talk to the purple nephew. Which one? Good question. So he tells you to go get a program from the coffee machine. This is where Smog just was, so now Cybeast is here. And if they've collected all the reg ups up to this point, once Cybeast gets the one up at the top, he'll be able to reg. The Ghost moves slower in Battle Network 2 than in Battle Network 1. In 1, they move too fast for you to move into their row and hit them with a cannon, but in 2, you can just barely do that. Alright, so Cybeast also got White Sword. So he's going to take Dash, and I guess the Tech Plus to get him, and then he's going to 50-50. Oh! And he lost all 3 coin flips. That is unfortunate. You could potentially get a double kill with the sword. Or he could go for another 50-50. The swords would be a guarantee. I think that's the better choice here. Because you need to stand in the front middle, and then... Oh, no. Okay, so he killed the one in the front, which means we can't get a double anymore. Oh, it's close. But he's got... Oh, Gutsman V2. So Gutsman V2 used to be the best draw in this fight because you just push A and win. Gutsman V2 plus 10. Dash attack can be better. I'm not sure what Manip would do at this point. Cool. So Cybeast has done that. Smog is done with all the requests, so now he can continue on with the fights. But this time with dash attack reg, Cybeast just has to go return the program, and then he can also start the gauntlet. Dash attack on reg is really good for several of these fights, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, I was going to check the stream audio, but I can't hear anything. Whoa. Interesting play with that dash there and then ghosts. These wide swords put in work. Wide swords are really good. Especially when you put them up at the top of the folder. Take advantage of the bias in the folder shuffle algorithm. Alright, so these handies, unfortunate. No good way to deal with them. I think he also put points in attack because he's just throwing those way faster. Wide sword's a good draw though. Do tell last, you already know what that is. For the context of the 2-scenario race, all you need to know is put your good chips at the top, and you will most likely top deck them. More in-depth analysis is available in the TeamBN Discord if you're interested. Thanks, lol. Okay, Smog has finished that, so he's got the A license, so now he can actually go to Yumland, which is where we're going to find our next boss. And Cybeast just has to get to the gauntlet. Oh, never mind, that was that was part 1. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the second of 3 parts for the A license exam, this is actually probably the hardest fight to do in the early game, because there's a timing that you can do to line the sorties up so they stay in the same row, because they're gonna area grab you, and if you've got 2 or 3 sorties alive all area grabbing you, you're gonna have a bad time. Speaking of bad time, Cybeast is getting bullied by these ghosts. Fortunately, oh, he's finally going to go for the double kill. He has to wait for the red one to attack, though. Move to the front. Oh, yes. There we go. That's the wide sword double on the ghost. Dallas is still explaining the fight. down left, and hey, he did it. Oh, but he moved up. Okay, so Smog had it totally set up, but then he moved forward. So the fire sorties attacked 3 times now. He's gonna area grab before Smog can kill him. So now his mini bombs are useless, and Smog is about to have a really bad time. Okay, there's only one left. As long as he doesn't let that sortie area grab, I think we'll be fine. L code, L code. I took all 5 chips. Oh, hasty. So the sorties attacked 1 time. Smog's got more chips, but they're behind, so he doesn't took 1. Oh, that's risky. The sortie's wide sword attacks super fast. Okay, but Smog survives the most dangerous fight. Which Cybeast is coming up too, so let's see how Cybeast fares. Oh, he didn't save before it. He's just going. Oh, he drew 2 dashes. This might be okay. Oh, he did move down. He didn't line any of them up. This is not good. The blue sorties attacked twice. The blue sorties attacked 3 times. He's gonna area grab. Oh, is he gonna block this unintentionally? Okay, no. Nope. He's just gonna have to tank a hit and then double. Okay. Cybeast got carried by good draws. That fight can get out of hand real fast. But they both survived it, so. The second fight's not nearly as dangerous. Smog's already killed the Matar, so now it's just the Meteor guy, who plays defensively, but his attacks are fairly easy to dodge. The second gauntlet's mostly the same. Hitting the Sparky with a dash attack is actually a little bit tricky. You can do 2 movement buffers and then use dash. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill him, but it does hit. No, putting those points in attacks has been very interesting. Quite frequently useful. It doesn't have dash star, so you can't do the wide sword trick, but dash attack into guard, I think, good. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and then you use it before they get the 4th move. So Smog made the same mistake in this fight that Cybeast did in the previous one. You have to use the dash attack as they move a 4th time. But he survived. So Smog now has the A license. Cybeast is only a couple fights behind. See if those bunnies get in the same way they did Smog. No, they line up nicely. You can't always get a triple kill in the bunny fight. The 5th fight can be the scariest. And Cybeast does have options. Because it depends on if you win the 50-50 and where the... Oh, Cybeast's health is actually kind of low. So, fortunately for the Gauntlets, you don't game over, but losing on the final fight's a bit rough. Because they were pretty close, but now Cybeast has got some catching up to do. That's unfortunate. Okay, Yumland's a bit of a confusing place, so let's see if Dallas can navigate Smog through the area. Cybeast got the timing on the dash for the spiky is good though. Ooh, and the +10, so now he just needs them to line up. And he's done this before, so he knows to wait. Surprised he didn't take the other chips because, like, counting on a triple, he got it. It seems unreliable. There's an optional Navi +20 that you could pick up at this point. Trying to dodge the satellites and the meters at the same time is a little spooky. The trick is to just stay in the middle. Ooh, and he used his source. He got impatient. He's got 10 HP left, but the shotgun will kill the meteor, and then he just has to dodge the spiky. Oh. Oh. Oh, he got lucky with that cannon. Okay, so Cybeast survived and got an A license. Smog is coming up on the next boss, actually. Now that you make it to Yum Square, it's gonna save. It's good. Once you talk to the guy, the fight triggers, though. Look, it's QuickMan. Actually, that was a normal Navi. So the strat here is Sketch Shoot will do 400, so you just need to do 200 damage. So even if you get turn 1 program advance, it's not necessarily the best because you still have to do 200 damage. Yeah, and so Smog is just gonna take chips. So QuickMan will appear in front of you or in front of your row, and depending on if you're in the front row or not, he'll either use a short range attack or a long range attack, and the whole time you're being chased in a circle by this pair of scissors. If you break the rock in the middle, which I think has 200 or 400 health, but you can stand in the middle and it's super easy to dodge. It doesn't spawn any additional rocks. So that's one strat for an easy QuickMan fight, but it's slow because rocks have a lot of health. So it works as well, just stand in the front and then dodge what is effectively a sword attack. A very slow sword attack. But it does a lot of damage. And that's QuickMan. Kind of a random boss. Shows up out of nowhere and disappears forever. I don't know fairly well. You know, Cybeast isn't that far behind. He got through Yumland way faster than Smog. Maybe you skipped the blue mystery, yeah. Smog is remembering to talk to Mom. He knows that's not the end of the scenario, right? I don't know what that was about. Alright, Cybeast is fighting, so let's switch to his audio. More boss music. Right. Ooh, Cybeast took the hit. Did he save before this fight? He's got Gut Shoot. Now the thing is, as soon as he hits him with Gut Shoot, QuickMan is going to attack every other move. And I don't know if Cybeast is ready for that change in pattern. It might catch him off guard. Okay. Oh! What is that? Close timing? Sword plus? Well, sword by itself. Actually, oh, and he just took the one. Okay. Well, he did it. Cut man down. Now, all that's left is the Shadow Man scenario, which is the square gets attacked. And then you have to talk to some NPCs to find out where Change Bed is. You have to pick Change Bed up, which gets us their style, or makes it so we can style change. There's a specific event that happens that means your next fight will be a style change. And then it's just do the mother comps. The password's going to be interesting. Alright, the password is river. It's like R. That doesn't look like an R, but just trust me. K. That's an H. I think Rish is recording his audio, so maybe we'll include a link to it once the recording is up. See how he explained things will be fun. And this is just talking. Go to the board, talk to the NPCs, go back to the board, go to the park, go to Okaden, go to Kodo. It's like once you get back to Yum Square, there's 4 fights, and it actually, we don't need Zephyring 2B as a drop because we're not playing through the Freezeman scenario, which is where it's required. So actually, it doesn't matter how the Yumland fights go as long as they don't die. Oh, Smog doesn't have any sneak runs. It's like, I can't use this on locker here. think we're supposed to buy another power up there. Maybe not though. Because we need to use 2 power-ups in the mother computer. I guess we can get by with 1 actually. If you get the style change. If you skip the style change, which is technically possible. Changes your requirements. Has Cybeast caught up? I think Dallas explains things much more slowly than Rish does. Cybeast just goes. Gets him in trouble sometimes, but he's fast. So if you had all 8 bug frags, you could get attack plus 30. We don't need it, so I don't... I think Dallas is laughing right now. Just guessing. Okay, Cybeast is now officially ahead. That's funny. Music has stopped, probably of ours. Forget the remixes were still playing in the background. Shoutouts to Prismatic Black. Alright. You know, if it took 30 minutes to cut down, this might be more than an hour. Wait, why is Smog doing this fight? He can run. Interesting. He's so used to Battle Network 1 at this point, you can't run from fights. Which is funny because he started out with Battle Network 3, which you run from every fight. Oh, Cybeast mostly plays Battle Network 6, and you just talk to the Purple Mr. Data to open it. Smog did that same thing, which is surprising. But... Wait, Smog, where are you going? Gotta go back to Yum Square, another location where the change backed. And this is where we're gonna get trapped, and then we have to do 4 fights. And a couple of the fights are actually a little bit scary. Not too bad. Smog does not have Gutsman V2. So Cybeast's folder is better in that respect. Okay, he's saving. When I was first running Battle Network 2, I distinctly remember losing a run to this fight specifically, because the spooky 3s will actually 2-shot you. They do that much damage. Oh, I greedy with the swords. Come on, Smog. Ghosts aren't that slow. But you can hit one with a cannon if he goes for it. He's waiting though. Alright, and you can hit these with the mini bomb on the return. Yeah. And then White Sword will finish it off, so it looks like he's fine on the first fight. So this fight in particular is where you'd want the attack plus 30 and Gutsman V2, Because then you could get a triple kill. Oh, wide sword on the bunnies. That's good. So you got a double. He's not going to get a triple. It doesn't matter how this fight goes. Yeah, he can't get S rank at this point. Could have maybe got 10. Probably going to be 9 or 8. Alright, I didn't see if Cybeast saved. These ghosts will two-shot him, so... see how it goes. You know, actually, it's possible to double hit these guys with a dash. Oh, that was not what I was thinking. Because you can double hit him with guard. Guard is actually really good on Ghost. Especially the 80 health ones, because it's like, oh, reflect. So one-shot him. Oh, you can't move back in your life. Gotta get some Mr. Swords in chat. Ooh, kind of missed the spooky. So with the ghost alive in the back, it's kind of hard to deal with the swordy because they'll heal him for a lot. So now Smog just needs to not get area grab and it'll be fine. And Cybeast does not save. Smog just used Gut Shoot on a sortie. You know, I don't blame you, Smog. Dash attack. What was that? Oh! Now, Cybeast did not save before this fight. He's also making a common mistake of when the custom gauge is full and you don't have a chip, you just open it. But it's really easy to get focused on the fight and let the custom gauge sit full. He didn't get HP plus from this fight, so this is concerning because he's got 60 HP. Basically anything is going to one-shot him in these next two fights. So he has to do both of these fights without getting hit. Smog got a little lucky on that Gutsman right there because if the bunny had still been in the middle, it would have missed. At least once the Metrid moves, okay, I don't think he understands how Metrid movement works. Metrids never move in your row. So he was going to have to wait for him to attack. And, ooh, rip Cybeast. Cybeast might be stuck on this fight for a couple tries. It depends on the draw. Because he's got Gutsman V2, so if he can get Gutsman V2... I mean, he does have a better folder, but he's only got 60 HP. Okay, the square is being attacked. Yo, good dash. Oh, wide sword. This is risky because... What? Okay. He got super lucky on that area grab because if the swordy hadn't been area grabbing, he totally would have wide sword him there. He waited way too long in that attack. He saved it. Okay. So Goofball's armored with his mask on, and then he throws it in front. So it's hard to hit him with most attacks. Wide sword's good. Dash attack. Well, I think dash works actually. I'm not sure. Can't remember. The question is Smog going to... You have a nice play by Cybeast. Is Smog going to... Let's switch this to Smog. He's back in the lead. Oh, sorry for the double audio for a second there. Smog did not body block the area grab. Oh, he's using the guard. This is risky. Oh, I think Smog's dead. 4 HP! I can't believe he went for the mask reflect in the middle. I'm gonna blame that one on Dallas. Whew. Okay, a very important skip is coming up. And it sounds like Dallas is explaining it right now. Alright, Smog got the power up. Now can he get this clip? The very important skip. Oh, he's struggling. Almost. Oh, okay. That's waitress skip. He did it. Good job, Smog. Okay, Cybeast is doing the goofball fight. Needs one more. He's just standing in the poison. He's like, I don't even care. Shotgun plus tunnel work. Yeah, I don't know if he's got enough time to do it though. Okay. Looks like Smog forgot some sneak runs. Let's see if Cybeast gets it now. This is when you're supposed to get it. Nope, he's going up. So Cybeast is gonna have to backtrack to get the sneak runs. Let's see if he does waitress skip though. Got the power up, okay. Smog, you just talk to the people. Watch the cutscene! Okay, he did. No! Cybeast did the second best strat, the waitress skip, where he skips waitress skip. What is Smog doing? Okay. Hey, would you look at that? They're tied again. Except I don't know if Cybeast has sneak runs. Maybe he already got them. I don't think Smog used his power up yet. It doesn't matter for the first area, so we'll see how this goes. Yep. So Cybeast has max charge, which is normal. He's only got 2 sneak runs, so he's gonna have to go back and buy sneak runs, but he can probably do that later. Alright, so now they have to explain a river. You got it. So, Smog is coming up on a point to where if you don't have a style change yet, the game actually forces you into a random encounter. Even though he's sneak running right now, so he shouldn't get any encounters, but he's about to get a random encounter. And after this fight, Meteor 9? What? What? There's sortie movement. That was it. Okay, what style did he get? Wood custom! So the element is random, but the second part, custom, depends on your playstyle. Looks like Cybeast also got the fight. Not as cool as Meteor 9. Oh, and he got reflects. That might almost that could have at one point mattered. Oh, he got a light custom. Both runners got custom, which is good. Smog got wood, which is an okay element, and Cybeast got a lek, which is literally the worst element. Oh, Cybeast also needs to go back and get sneak runs. So you should just do it now. Alright, the style change gave Smog enough levels that I think even though he's not used a power up, he'll still be able to sneak run. Oh, this password, yeah, AFBECD. Easy. Shoutouts to Kilios in the chat. Reminder to not add bolt. Okay, so comps 3, 4, and 5 are all together, and you only need 2 sneak runs for it. So Smog is basically coming up on the end. I guess it's 1 hour. Cybeast needs to go get sneak runs. Well, he'll figure it out soon enough. So this is a 4-part password, wig, gem, mask, knife. Although we jokingly call it H-knife because the letters look so weird. Oh, No, Wig Gym, not Wig Mask. Come on, Smog. We'll blame that one on Dallas. It's the right side. Dallas has done this by muscle memory so much, he doesn't know how to explain it. I'm guessing that's what's happening right now, because it's the far right corner, and then you go up left. There you go. Alright, now it's a 50-50. Alright, can he get knife or the H knife? He did. Let's see how Rich's explanation of the passwords goes now. That's a J, by the way. Jumps. Okay. In case I forget, when we get to the Shadow Man cutscene, watch the right side of the screen. It's got a secret logo. Yes, Ivy's got through here much faster. First thing I'm gonna say to Dallas in the post-race review is, so Wig Gym Mask Knife, right? Yeah. Oh. So Cybeast's technically messed up, and he's just gonna have to reset it. So he stepped on the right letter, but in the wrong location. So it looked right, but he was actually stuck. Is that actually J? Yeah, jumps. I know, right? Oh. You just saw it again on Cybeast. It's crazy. Alright, here's the best password in the game. Just hold left. It's like literally someone's typing their password and they just ran their finger across the keyboard. Okay. Don't hold left the whole way. He's running into the square. Those little squares in between the letters are precursors to the corners in the Judge Tree comp. Raccoon. Virus. Hey, Smog is actually at Shadow Man, so watch the right side of the screen. That was the GameCube logo. Kind of blends in with the scenery. So Shadow Man fight, Smog is wood, but he's been putting points in attack, not charge, so his charge is actually going to be kind of atrocious. No, it's not that bad. Alex charge is awful. Even with max charge. Like, I'm pretty sure Cybeast's charge shot is going to be slower than Smog's. Even though he's got 5 points in it. So Smog is just going to go for one copy he got shoot and then Buster the rest of the way. More or less. Shadow clones take like one shot. They duplicate the attack. Nice dodge. Kind of annoying. He hit with the mini bomb! And he missed with a shotgun! Yep, that's classic Battle Network. Okay, Shadow Man's just about... Yeah. So now... my computer went to sleep again. Caught it this time. Hey, Smog got the program events. Cool. Ooh, the grass panels. Heat shot's actually a good draw if he goes for it. Oh, he added wide space. He's got 2 copies of Gut Shoot. So Smog is done at 56.15. Not bad. Sub 2 hours for Shadow Man. Smog is a real Battle Network 2 runner now. And he can do whatever he wants. Okay, let's switch to music to Cybeast. Get more boss theme going on. What's he waiting for? An attack? Interesting. Oh, and he's still got the dodge. Nice. When all three of them line up, it's hard because the only thing to distinguish the real one is the HP, and it's just kind of floating there. Alright, Smog is going around telling people they're pretty. What a nice guy. Cybeast isn't even using his charge shot. 5 points in charge. How much damage? That is a good question. I don't know. Probably too much. Alright, and he did it. 2 copies, a good shoot. 57-37. Okay, so here's the problem. My headphones aren't working, so I can't actually do a post-run interview. Pretty sure. Well, let's find out. Let me just hop in the channel. Okay. I don't even know if they heard. I mean, you hear me, so I'm sure they can hear me too. Smog is back. Okay. Since I can't hear anyone and I don't want to talk over anyone else, that was the Battle Network 2 scenario race part 2 through Shadow Man, and now I'm gonna let the coaches and the racers chat a bit before I outro us.
Yes. So I'll try and do more of like the interview style. So looks like Smog won again just by about 2 or so minutes. If I
Cybeast was quite close behind.
Oh no, it was really close. I think that both of us were in different situations that ended up like we ended up losing a lot of time to different mistakes. But they ended up like adding up to be approximately the same. So one thing that I want to talk about. So Smog, I noticed that you did not fight Gutsman V2, so you only had a single Guts shoot. Is that correct?
True. That is true. Dallas said we could do it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also curious, I didn't notice, did you buy the wide swords in
yes,
EC?
but a bit late.
Yeah, so did I think Cybeast and I did the same thing. I realized late that wide swords are good.
We did in fact get them.
Good. So what did you think of the 2 scenarios that you just did, Smog? What were your takeaways, and how was your experience with Dallas coaching you through them?
It was good. I think obviously by now I was a bit more used to Dallas walking me through it, so I was taking it a little slower, probably noticeably, just like waiting for explanations and stuff. But I didn't die at any part, so it worked. And like it was fun as well doing a bunch of the battles that were just like dash in the gauntlets. I understand why people like dash a lot, because it can be just that easy to just use dash and win. But yeah, it was fun. I'd be definitely interested to see how it goes from here. I have a vague idea that there's a certain program advance, but yeah, looks like a fun run.
Yeah, I think like this set of 2 scenarios actually has some of the most like engaging fights that can be done on a consistent basis. Because after this point, obviously, we get access to some very powerful program advances. And honestly, there's not even that many forced fights past this point that are really too big of a deal. So I'm curious, also, Cybeast, how did you feel about those 2 scenarios that we just completed, and what was your experience going through them?
Similar to Smog, I felt that you and I got into a better habit of like how you to direct me through areas, and then I got a lot better at like remembering my way through places. So if it was like second time to Yum Land and stuff like that, you didn't have to repeat things as often, which I felt was good for you because you could think ahead to remember, oh, we need to buy this or do this. So that helped a lot. Sadly, did not go deathless on this one. I died to Gutsman V2 because I messed up, and then the 5 gauntlet fight, I died on fight 5.
Yeah,
so I had to redo that whole thing because
the satellites really are.
The satellite messed me up. Got it the second time on the first one so that it was easier throughout. So
Oh, actually, now that I remember, I finished the poison mask face with
4 health.
4 HP.
With 4 HP. So I was close too. I was very close.
Yeah,
I
no,
looked over and I saw that. I was like, Cybeast, I want you to save right now, but I'm going to tell you the correct way to do this fight so you don't die.
Yeah.
and then it was a pretty solid fight. It wasn't like perfect, but it went in 3
Yeah,
sets
I think that it was just a matter of not being familiar with the pattern. Again, that enemy has a very unique pattern of he has to take his mask off before he becomes damageable. So like obviously had to wait a little bit before.
So I just told Smog to use Gardon, the poison mask. You can't. And he failed it because he did a bit early. Because he was at 130 and we had exactly guard and dash, and I saw Smog, you're gonna go for it.
That's the correct play. That is the correct play. Ooh,
I just trusted Dallas blindly. It was fun.
Like I said, overall fun time. So far, this is the only like 1 through 3 one that I've like looked into speedrunning, and the only thing I'd want to know is how bad Electros is to finish a run.
Elec is terrible and makes basically, so the way BN2 works, because of how strong Gator is, it actually doesn't matter what style you get. Yeah. Wood is mediocre, but can have some interesting strat on Thunderman specifically.
And it's not awful for Gateman.
Yeah, Heat you can make use of the Buster on some forced fights, some virus fights. Aqua is obviously the best. Elec has basically no use. The thing is, you have access to Gator, so
as long as you have custom, you can add for Gator and press A, you're good.
Yep. Because yeah, as I was talking a bit about earlier, I think one of the big differences was that I had Cybeast get Guts, or I didn't. I actually asked. I asked if Cybeast wanted to get Gutsman V2. Because I remembered that he had a second dash because he got a fight in the telephone comp.
Oh, right.
So we had 2 dash Gs, and so I said, do you want to get Gutsman V2? And he went for it. I did die the first time, but having that Gutsman V2 is very useful on a lot of fights. The 70 damage with an attack plus 10 draw on a lot of enemies that end up having about 80 HP, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, because I noticed, so obviously we took the time loss to do that. I made the mistake of forgetting to make him buy sneak runs before Mother comes, so he was too short.
Same.
Yeah,
I
think I looked over at one point and I was like, wait, hadn't Cybeasting already done like a Mother comp? Why is he like just entering the server room right now?
Oh no, we were jacking in just behind you.
Yeah.
In Mother comp 5 or 3, I guess is what it was. But I was like, oh, you don't have any sneak runs. All right, you're gonna have to go buy this. that's gonna be important.
Yeah.
And then I was noticing that looks like you guys were having some perhaps communication issues on how to get through that first password.
Yeah,
with,
the 4-quadrant one.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of messed up because I didn't remember exactly the order of the squares. So I told him to do like wig first and then mask instead of like gem. Like,
Wig,
dang.
gem, mask, knife. Yep.
Also, the G's don't look like G's. So Smog was
Yeah.
like, what? A C?
Yeah.
Plus, also, you got to remember, Dallas, he said you mostly run on the Japanese version.
Yeah. So I know the order. My fingers do at least.
I remember, luckily I remember the words. I also didn't really have them memorized. It was more so that I got, Cybeast would get to a point and I would see the words, the letters, and I'd be like, ah yes, that was the word,
Same.
right? So he would get there and I'd be like, this one is spider. I remember that now. I'd
We
get to it
forgot
and be like,
spider.
I mean, it's not that I forgot it. It's that like I didn't realize spider was the one coming up until I saw the path that I would have taken, and I saw the letters. I was like, oh yeah, it's spider. So, raccoon is the one that I always remember. It's like, ah yes, you start
Yeah.
5 off with raccoon.
Raccoon is so memorable.
Raccoon threw me off because I was like, "Why is there 2 C's?" And
Yeah.
I forgot how to English, I guess.
It was weird. I wasn't sure because it seemed like you got thrown off by the second C, and then you
Yeah.
got past it, but still was like really hesitant to keep going.
The only reason I knew is because I have a soft spot for raccoons, so I was like, I got this. I know what I'm doing.
So I want to ask you something, Cybeast or Rich. Where do you put the power-ups in? Do you put it in charge?
We did put it in charge. Just in case he got aqua. Just in case he got aqua.
Yeah, I see.
He got a leg because I was like, Smog, just put them in attack. We'll make the goblins
Or if
easier.
he got heat, it also would have been acceptable.
Yeah.
Especially for the Shadow Man fight.
Yeah, like, that was the key thing. Was for the
Heck,
shadow
even
fight.
wood. Smog was hitting the wood trash shots and like pretty easily.
Because
Yeah.
I personally am a big fan of wood styles, so I was like, I'm gonna get him. But that was pretty much it. That was my only goal for that Shadow Man fight, and to try to get it first try.
Yeah. Looks like we both got both runners got Shadow Man first try. Was pretty good. Well, we got the double gut shoot fight on our side. It was a little slow on the draw, but it was like a turn 4, I think.
Yep.
3 or 4.
We had like wide swords, a bunch of wide swords in Togachi. The
Sounds about
classic.
right. That sounds like a good fight on my end.
Yeah, was there anything else? I feel like probably the biggest the thing that could have changed the outcome was the decision to do Gutsman again. Because I feel like if you hadn't, did you draw Gutshoot other than the Shadow Man fight, like in any other spot that was
Oh, the
convenient?
Gutsman B2, yeah. They
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
I drew it a couple times.
Yeah, there's no point where Gutsman or Guts Shoot matters at all, but the Gutsman V2 fight or chip as a whole was
helped a
really
lot.
good. There's a few times where he was drawing it and with an attack plus 10 was able to quickly deal with the fight. There's a few times even where he drew it and I was like, yo, check that first? It's only V1, dang. Because it would have been a really clean fight otherwise.
I definitely think the biggest separation spot was the first 5 gauntlet where I died on fight 5. If I died like fight 1 or 2 there, it would have been a lot better because I struggled through fights 2, 3, and 4 to die on fight 5 like immediately.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
That's like the maximum time loss.
Gauntlet 5 is unfortunate because or that gauntlet on fight 5 is because with the dash it's a 50-50 on whether
you
or not
missed
you
it
hit.
too?
He missed it both times. It was really unfortunate. But like I think that it was still really good overall though because it allowed him to go through the gauntlet the second time and see how the fights were supposed to go in the best case. Because I think that overall those bunch of force fights that were done with the like optimal folder, Cybeast executed very, very well.
Nice.
With like regged dash and everything.
Yep, reg dash whenever you see an attack plus 10 draw in the right place. Overall those fights are really just perfect in a lot of ways with very specific draws. So I think that is going to wrap up. So first, I want to ask Cybeast, is there anything else that you want to say before we sign off?
Nothing other than I'm currently learning Gregor, so feel free to check me out doing that. I don't have a schedule yet, but if you like being 6, come watch me try not to suck at it.
All right. Smog, is there anything you would like to wrap up with?
I just want to say, if you grew up or at any point had any interest in Battle Network, TeamBN is a pretty good place for questions, resources. That's pretty much where I learned everything I know past like casual play. So highly recommended. And BN2 is fun. That's about it.
All right. Dallas, any final words?
Yeah, if you enjoyed the run and you are slightly interested in it, and we do recommend it a lot, along with BS6. It's one of the runs we recommend a lot. The first hour is really kind of what makes the run, because the second hour, right, of the run, it's a lot of gator and it's a lot of consistency. It has a lot of subtleties too that make it somewhat interesting, even though first one can be boring. But this first hour is really entertaining and fun. I know the runners had fun too. And if you enjoyed it and you liked it and you'd like to try it out, we have resources that can help you out and build the game. So feel free to, join the Discord and check all those out.
Yes, I would highly recommend, if you have any interest in Battle Network speedrunning, BN2 is a very good one to pick up with. BN2 is a very consistent route. The two that we commonly recommend are BN2 single segment, at least as a route, and BN6. Those two, very easy to pick up and learn if you're at all interested in speedrunning the Battle Network series. So check out the TeamBN Discord. It's been linked in chat. And I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to turn it over to Tara quickly. Tara, you're good to go.
Nice.
Yes, riveting conversation. Thank you, runners and coaches, for that recap. Very good. I'm sure we all liked it. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been a very TeamBN stream. Wraps us up for today. We'll be back same time, same place next week with something else. If you'd like to do a 2-scenario race or otherwise, hop on the Discord, let us know. Yeah, and we'll figure out what we're going to stream before next Saturday. Hope to see you then. As always, you can check out our YouTube channel for any of the previous streams and past broadcasts. Yeah, until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you next stream.